Hey everybody, welcome to Muck Club. Today we are eating at Arby's at 805 Jefferson Street in Marietta, Ohio. And what we're trying today is we are trying, let's see, we are doing the Greek gyro, and that's spelled Gyro, and I've got it in the meal. So we've got the actual sandwich, which if you were to order it by itself, would be $5.89. And a quick description of that, what it looks like, the sandwich. Here, I'll show you on my phone a picture I took of, I don't know if you can see it or not on the screen very well, but this is a still shot photo I took real quick of the drive-through menu. And there it shows the Euro meal. And then there's the potato cakes. Or got an order of those as well. So this Greek gyro, if you get the sandwich by itself, is $5.89, and if you get it with the meal, it's $10.79. And the description of it is, if you go to Arby's.com, their website describes it as a classic thinly sliced roast beef, topped with lettuce, onions, and tomatoes. Cool, creamy tzatziki sauce. That's spelled Tzatzziki. How you pronounce that, I don't have a clue, so I'm just making it up. Tzatziki sauce and authentic Greek seasonings, all hugged by a warm pita. So it's not your traditional Greek sandwich. It's all the toppings and stuff, the ingredients that you would normally have on a Greek sandwich, but instead of your bun or what you'd normally have in fast food sandwiches, it's on a pita in a pita shell. So I thought I'd try that today, something new, and it's for a limited time, I believe, that they've got that. And I also got an order of the potato cakes, and I know that they are for a limited time. It even says so on the menu. And these potato cakes, it says right there, for a limited time. There you can see, for a limited time. Potato cakes are back for a limited time, and you can get the 2-piece for $2.89, 3-piece for $3.49, and 4-piece for $3.99. So you get 4 of them; they're basically $1 a piece. But if you get only 2 of them, it's $3 for 2 of them. So that's a little bit pricey, I think, for a little potato cake, which is basically a hash brown. One hash brown for $1 is expensive, but 2 hash browns for $3, that's $1.50 a hash brown. That's way too expensive, but what are you going to do? That's today's economy, and honestly, in today's economy with inflation, it's comparable to the other fast food places. So if you're going to eat fast food, that's the prices you're going to have to deal with. But anyway, the potato cakes are a shredded potato fried to a crispy golden brown, and that's limited time only at participating locations. So here in Marietta, Ohio, they do have these, and I'm getting them, and we're gonna go ahead and try them today. But at your location around the world, wherever you may be, they may not have them. So be prepared if you go to your local Arby's and they don't have them. This is an item that is only at participating locations for a limited time only. So anyway, that's what we got today. And let's see, the meal, the Greek Euro meal for $10.79 comes with the sandwich that I just described to you. It comes with a medium curly fry and a medium drink. And for the drink, I got your Sprite. That's my drink. That's my to-go drink, is the Sprite. Nice, cool, refreshing on a hot day. And no aftertaste, like you have with colas. I'm not a big fan of colas. In fact, I've sworn them off in recent years. Since my doctor had a talk with me, I had some medical issues, and he made me swear off the colas. But anyway, Sprite hits the spot. And so that's what I got is the Greek Hero meal. So today we've got the Greek Hero, curly fries, medium Sprite, and an order of the 4-piece potato cakes. And the total came to $14.78. So I'm going to go ahead and set this down, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. And here we go. I'll go ahead and get these out and try to hold them up for the thumbnail so you guys can see these. Put that over there. And they offered me different sauces, and I told them I didn't need any, but they went ahead and gave me a bunch of ketchup anyway. So thank you guys for that. That's good service. Okay, okay, hold it up like this. This is always interesting, trying to get everything in the shot and try to get the logo on the cup to show up. Okay, I think that'll do for the thumbnail. All right, and let's go ahead and get into it. By the way, I haven't been feeling the greatest the last couple of days. Yesterday, we had a very nice church picnic, and basically it was organized by our congregation as well as 2 other local congregations and of different denominations. And I really enjoy these type of activities where we can get together. The pastor from a local church called St. Paul's sent us out a letter in the spring to several churches and said basically our churches have similar backgrounds, similar histories, similar theology, and thought it would be interesting for us to get together and discuss some of our history of the church and kind of learn from each other, that sort of thing. Have a little picnic, kind of a get together, and just a friendly family of God gathering. And so we ended up scheduling that for yesterday. It went fantastic, had a great time, but then again, me with my high blood pressure, I get out in the heat, and that makes it go up automatically, just being out in the heat. And so after a couple hours, I started to feel my blood pressure going up, and I had to kind of bow out, a little bit early before the service before the event actually ended. And so today, my blood pressure is still a little bit high, and so I wasn't feeling the greatest this morning. So I almost forgot to go ahead and check it now before I eat and take my medicine. Can't do that, especially since it's been high. So while we're getting the stream started here, I'll go ahead and check it now. Okay, it's not as bad as it was yesterday. 137/78. And so I'm going to write this down real quick in my log. Let's see, today is Sunday the 4th. 137/78. And heart rate 90. All right, so that's done, taken care of. We got that out of the way. I can go ahead and put my blood pressure cuff away and go ahead and get out my medicine. And this is doctor prescribed, of course. Wash it down with a Sprite. And we're good to go. All right. So we'll start with the curly fries. Okay. I do like Arby's curly fries. Out of the different fry options they have, I think these are my favorite at Arby's. You can see they're curly, crispy. You can see the little flakes of seasoning on there. Nice texture to them, nice color. Nice and firm. And there you can see a bit off. See what it looks like on the inside. This is nothing new. Last time I ate at Arby's, we did one of these mukbangs at Arby's. Had the same thing. So this is nothing new. Very enjoyable curly fries. Personally, if I had a choice between curly fries and the regular fries, this is it. Curly fries. This is what I'm going for. Look at that little lump on there. The little bits. It's nice. Now here you have one that's all mashed up into a ball. That one's real soft. Personally, I like the crispy ones better. When you get these, most of them are crispy. So when you guys start coming in here and getting in the chat, go ahead and comment. Let me know how your day's going, how your weekend's going. My family's doing great. No new major updates on Mom. She's doing fantastic, just the way she has been the last several weeks. Just really fantastic. There's another soft one, curled up. And another one. Looks like the rest of them are crispy in here. And this is the way I like them. Real firm and crispy. Real thin one there. Got a little bit of a crunch to it. So you can put your thoughts in the comments too. Recently, I've been trying fries from different locations. I did a comparison a few weeks ago between McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's fries. And in my opinion, my favorite of the three was the McDonald's fries. Today I should have gotten the regular fries, so I could have compared it with the 3. But I didn't specify which fries I wanted, and they just went ahead and gave me the curly fries. If you're comparing these to McDonald's fries, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, I'm going to give the edge to these, the curly fries. But it's not really a fair comparison to compare curly fries with the regular style from the other franchises. Now here's a big curly. Soft curly one. And the last of the fries. Good stuff. This coming week, starting tomorrow, is going to be Ladies' Week for light side music reactions. Tomorrow we're going to, each day, Monday through Friday, we're going to react to a different great female vocalist from different genres. We'll cover from country music, rock music, pop music, and what's the other one? Kind of a symphonic rock sort of thing, except it's not. It's a symphonic rock vocalist, but the actual song isn't a symphonic rock song. So you've got a little bit of variety there, and all week this week, they're going to be female lead vocalists. And so be sure to check that out. That's each day, Monday through Friday, at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We're dropping one of those videos. And so I hope you guys enjoy those. I did put up a poll last week. I didn't really intend initially for it to be a ladies' week. It just so happened Monday, the videos I prepared for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were all 3 female vocalists, powerhouse vocals. And so, when it came time doing Thursday's video, I decided I'll just go ahead and keep the pattern going through the rest of the week. And I reacted to, for Thursday, a requested video. And so if you've put in a request for a video lately, be on the lookout, because I am posting my reactions to songs that you guys suggest. So if you have a suggestion for some music that you want me to check out and listen to, be sure to comment and tell me the name of the song and the artist. And then if I don't get to it right away, eventually I will. I react to almost all requests, unless it's just something really off the wall that would be inappropriate for the channel, maybe too vulgar, something along those lines. I do want it to stay a family-friendly channel, so if I don't get to your request right away, keep watching, because chances are I will get to it. I do have several that I'm working on right now, reacting to where people have requested different songs and artists. And don't be afraid to get adventurous with your suggestions as far as different genres and styles. I like being challenged and introduced to new music that I normally wouldn't listen to. And so whether it be like opera, jazz, blues, those are some of the ones I mentioned before. And like I said, somebody recently recommended a symphonic rock artist. And so I'll be checking out some of those. Whatever's on your mind. You want me to react to a song, an artist, just let me know. And as always, if I do react to something that you recommend, I will give you a shout out on that video in which I do the reaction. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that real quick for those of you that are interested. Let's move on to potato cakes. Now these are pretty good size. Wow. Now these are not your typical hash browns. These are big. They're thick. Yeah, triangle shaped, nicely breaded. I'll put it against my index finger here to show you the length. Yeah, the triangle is the length of my adult male index finger. And then that's just slightly shorter and just slightly shorter. But the long end right here of the triangle is the length of an adult male's index finger. So that's pretty good size. And look at the thickness on that. Very thick. So I was commenting earlier about the price on these. I'd say the price might be justified going by size. These aren't your typical hash browns. I was thinking of these wee little hash browns or like chicken nuggets sort of thing. $1 a piece for those is crazy, or $1.50 a piece. But this, with comparative wise, considering today's economy, it may be worth it. Okay, it's your typical hash brown is what it is. It's done well, cooked nice. Obviously, see you got the potato in there. Nothing spectacular about it. It's just your typical hash brown taste, but very good as far as it comes to the size. Much bigger than you would expect from your typical hash browns. So the size alone, I'm pleased. The flavor, it's not bad. It's good. It's just average. It's your typical hash brown flavor. So I got this for lunch because of the time of day, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But typically this is the sort of thing you would expect to get for breakfast instead of like your fries. But fortunately they're offering it around the clock apparently, and I was able to get it for lunch. And again, this is for a limited time, so if you want to try these, go down to your local Arby's. Get them now while you still can. Very good. Okay, I ate half of them. I'm going to keep the other two and save those for later. Only because I want to try this gyro. And with me not feeling the greatest health-wise today, I don't want to risk getting to a point to where I don't feel like eating anymore and not be able to give you an honest review of the gyro. So let's go ahead and open it up. Ooh, very greasy. Take a look at this. Okay, the outside of the paper looks normal, looks nice. But you open it up, look how greasy that is. That paper. Okay, so here we go. You got your pita shell, nice and soft. See how it's just browned a little bit. It's got a nice rough texture to it, kind of a gritty sort of texture. I imagine it's got some spices. On the pita itself. And you kind of roll it back a little bit here. You can see the beef there. Real thin sliced. And then underneath that you got your tomatoes. Boy, I'm having trouble getting this angle to where you can see it. And then you got the purple onions, you know, cutting your little slices there. And looks like some lettuce in there, shredded lettuce. Everything basically they described in on the online menu. It's a nice size. It looks good. So let's go ahead and try it. Okay. Maybe just a little bit dry. I'm going to try a piece this pita by itself. Yeah. The pita is just a little bit dry. I guess you can probably get some sauces to put on this. I told him not to bother with the sauce. He said the guy in the drive-thru took my order. I asked him for his advice on, you know, he said, "You want any sauces?" And I said, "Well, what do you recommend?" And he said, most people, you know, it's already got sauce on it. So most people don't put extra sauce on it. So I just went ahead and got it the way it comes. But I imagine you might put a little, like Italian sauce. Might be good on something like this. You know, like Italian dressing. Something like that. You know, just a little bit of drizzle might be good on it. Just to give it a little bit of moisture. The flavor's not bad. Like I said, it's just a little bit dry. I think next time I get this, I'm going to get me some Italian dressing. Put a little bit of dressing on it. Maybe even get some in a cup and like dip it into the Italian dressing. I think that would make this really good. The meat's got an okay flavor to it. A little bit of a spice to it. Kind of like you'd get with an Italian meat sort of flavor. Not your typical like roast beef sort of flavor, but like an Italian kind of just a little bit of a spice to it. Which this is a, you know, a hero, so so you kind of expect that. That makes sense that it would have that flavor. The Greek flavor. It's not bad, but it I just can't get over. It just seems awful plain. I feel like it really needs that little bit of drizzle of sauce on it. I think would really make go a long way. The ingredients are good on it. They taste good. That's the only thing I think it just needs to be a little bit more moist. Now, if you're used to eating these kind of things, like the authentic Greek food, mm-mm. Somebody from Greece that would try one of these would probably spit it out and say, "You Americans with your fast food," kind of like you see like the videos of the Italian people trying American Italian food. It was like, this is nothing like authentic Italian food. And I guess you're going to have that anytime you come to America and Americanize like a foreign type of dish. Is it's going to have its American spin on it for our palate that is as cultured as some of these other locations around the world. So you're going to have to expect that with any kind of fast food, especially, but Americanized versions of these. But for me, not having experienced authentic Greek food, it's not bad. It's pretty good. So those of you watching, have you ever experienced authentic Greek food? If so, go ahead and describe it in the comments. Tell us what you've had and what you liked, some of your favorite Greek dishes, and whether you've had the American versions and how they compare the American version to the classic, original, authentic Greek dishes. When we get these Americanized fast food versions of, for example, the gyro, how does it compare to the authentic heroes that you would get if you were in Greece? Mm. That was too big of a bite. It's starting to hurt my jaw. Try to chew that big of a bite. So for $5.89, that sandwich there, by itself, is what it would cost. $5.89. Um, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't bad. Definitely wouldn't be my go-to meal. Even at Arby's, they've got lots of dishes that I like better than that. And once again, I think if it had that Italian sauce on it a little bit more, I think that would have maybe improved it. But $5.89, you know, it's okay for trying something once. But if I went back again to Arby's, this isn't the personally for me. This isn't what I would get. I think next time I go to Arby's, I might try. Um, I don't know if they've still got the chicken cordon bleu. I'd like to try that again. I had that years ago, and it was fantastic. So I didn't see it on their menu, so I don't know if they even still serve those. But I'll check next time I go to Arby's, and I might go ahead and try that if they've got it, and see if it still holds up after all these years. But but altogether, that Greek gyro, curly fries, medium, and a medium drink, and the 4 potato cakes, all for under $15. So it just about filled me up. I've still got a couple potato cakes left over. I could go ahead and finish those up. In fact, I'll do that right now. I'll go ahead and finish those up. And we'll have our meal complete. And for $15. So, amount of food for the price. In today's economy, it's not bad at all. Now, the flavor-wise, potato cakes are a good deal, I think. If you like hash browns, these are a good deal simply because of the size, the thickness. And the flavor-wise, it's just your typical hash brown. No better or worse than anybody else's that I've had in the past. But I wouldn't just get one or two. I would get the package of 4, so that you're only paying $1 a piece for them, rather than $1.50 a piece for them. Save that little bit of money while you can. But once again, this is a limited time offer. So, if you want to try them, now's the time to do it. But taste-wise, like I said, it's just your average hash brown. But yeah, this is filling me up. By the time I finish this, I'm going to be full. So for $15, that's not a bad deal. Yeah, this is really filling me up. I'm going to have to go home and loosen my belt, as they say. And relax after eating a nice big meal. So once again, as we're finishing up here, what are your suggestions on where I should go to eat next? Name the franchise, as well as, if you can think of it, if you have a specific menu item in mind, you can be specific as far as that goes too. And and I'll check out your suggestions. Hopefully, I know a lot of franchises are regional, and so if you're watching from the West Coast, there might be some franchises you have over there that we don't have. Excuse me, we don't have it here in Ohio. I've already run into that a couple times where somebody would recommend me go to a certain place, and there are none. The nearest one would be like 300 miles away, and after I get out of church on Sunday, I've got like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours to get to the location where I'm going and order the food, get all my setup done on the phone, get everything prepared for recording and all that. So I'm not going to be able to drive more than like half an hour or so, or an hour at the most, to get to a location. So if I have to go a great distance to get to one of these locations, it's just not going to happen. At least not for a live stream. And of course, that can be rectified, as I've been doing a few times occasionally on here, is instead of going live, I'll do a pre-recorded review and mukbang. I've done that several times on here. And on that case, I can do it any day of the week. And so there are occasions I will be able to do that sort of thing. But for the most part, I'm going to try to do most of them live, because I really do enjoy having conversations with you guys here on the live chat. And I know that a lot of you guys enjoy that as well. So whereas through the week, how we do the pre-recorded videos with the reaction reviews and the light side music reactions, those are all by definition pre-recorded. And so when we do our weekend mukbang, I prefer to do it live whenever I can, unless for some reason the circumstances don't allow. So anyway, once again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button. And if you missed the live stream, we will, as soon as this is done broadcasting, I'll start the processing. And usually it takes overnight for it to finish processing on YouTube. And then on Mondays, usually around 2 p.m., 24 hours from the time that we did our initial stream, it will be uploaded for you to watch on basically a rerun. So if you do happen to miss the live stream, you can catch it later, on Monday afternoon. And then beyond that, anytime. So thank you guys for watching. And also through the week, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., we do our music reactions, and every once in a while we'll throw in a reaction review, which is reaction to video-oriented material, whether it be TV or movie trailers, fan films, stuff like that. And then, of course, our weekend Muck Club, which you're watching right now. But anyway, let me know what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy on this channel, and we'll try to come up with more stuff that you guys actually enjoy. Give me suggestions, and this will be our community, not just mine, but something that all of us can enjoy together. That's why I'm here, because if it's just something I'm enjoying, there's no need of me even recording it if nobody else is enjoying it. So I hope that this is something that you can enjoy. Otherwise, I'll just go ahead and eat on my own and not record it. But if you guys are actually enjoying it, then by all means, I enjoy sharing it with you and having these conversations. So if you're not subscribed, I encourage you to do so, and turn on your notifications, and then you will know when we add new material and when we go live. And it just makes it so much easier for you guys to know when we do add content and be able to participate fully. And it really helps me with the channel and the algorithm, and building up the community here. So thanks again for watching. I guess we're done for the day. So before we go, tie of the day, tie of the week. This is one that I've had for several years now. Um, Nice, pretty blue, shades of blue there. You got the three crosses, and you go down, and there's Jesus carrying the cross. You go down, there's Jesus praying in the Garden of Gethsemane. The reason I wore this tie today is my sermon that I gave this morning was about Jesus' prayer in the Garden of Gethsemane for unity, for his followers. And that's something important that I think that we all need to strive for as not just people in the Christian community, but people in general, that we need to have unity in our lives. Politics these days is so divisive. I was thinking about, I preached on this same subject 4 years ago, about 4.5 years ago, actually, beginning of the year 2020, as we were going to an election year. And we thought it was bad back then. And I hate to say it, but the political atmosphere is much worse today than it was then. I mean, think about it. We had an attempted presidential assassination just a couple weeks ago. And it's a very sad state of affairs when we've gotten to that point to where our political discourse is so divisive and so divided that we can't have civil conversations and discuss in a friendly fashion our opinions on things. And when somebody else's opinion differs from ours, instead of just having a friendly debate back and forth, which I love to do, it gets into a name calling match. And then, of course, I've always said once you start calling names, you've lost your argument, you've lost the battle. The other person automatically wins because all that telegraphs is that you have no valid arguments. Your argument isn't strong enough for you to argue the case. You just have to start name calling and changing the subject and avoiding the real rational conversation. So, some of the videos that we react to here throughout the week. Some of the songs that we react to are kind of political in nature a little bit. And so in my reactions, sometimes I'll discuss those. And if you disagree with me, fine. That's great. I would love to hear your opinions in the chat, even if they're different from mine. And, as I communicate with you, I promise I will do it civilly and respectfully. And I expect the same from anybody that I will have a conversation like that with. And we need to have that kind of ability to have civil disagreements. And when we disagree, not to resort to political violence or, God forbid, an assassination attempt, try physical violence. Yeah, sad state of affairs. So I just pray that, not only for Christian communities having unity within the body of Christ, which is the focus of my message this morning at church, but beyond that, when Jesus said, "A house divided against itself will not stand, and a kingdom divided against itself will fall," he wasn't just referring to the church alone. That goes with anything. It goes with your family. If you're always arguing and bickering with your family, you're not going to have a good relationship with them. When you get into politics, our nation, our country, and the way things are for all of us, when it becomes divisive to the point to where we can't have civil conversations, and we're so divided, and we're not unified as we're meant to be. One nation under God, indivisible. That's the way we're intended to be, indivisible, without being able to be separated. We have to be unified, united together. And if we can't do that and realize that, as many differences as we have, superficial differences, whether it be your gender, your age, your so-called race, which my whole thing on that is there is only one race, the human race. What we call races among people, those aren't races. We're all part of the same race, the human race. Just some of us have more and some have less melanin in our skin. Other than that, we are exactly the same. We bleed the same. We're the same inside and out. The only difference is, some of us have a little bit of darker suntan than the others. That's the way I look at it. And so I think if we can focus more on what unites us, on how we're the same, rather than on how we're different, I think we'll go a long ways toward healing our country, our neighborhoods, our communities, and our own hearts as individuals. And we'll begin to heal this land. So, anyway, with the power of God, the power of prayer does amazing things. So, all praise and honor to God. Praying for His guidance and His healing upon our land. But He expects us to do something about it too, not just sit back and pray for Him to do it, but He expects us to be His hands and feet and to do the things that He has left us on this earth to do while He watches from heaven. And so that's just my advice for us today as a community. Is I'm going to have some videos on there that where some of the discussions you may disagree with me for anything as far as you don't like this type of music. I do. Well, good. That's fine. You can enjoy that kind of music if I don't, and maybe I might enjoy some that you don't, and that's fine. We can still get along. It may get into something more serious, like philosophical or religious or political opinions, and if we disagree with each other, that's fine. Maybe we can discuss things, and on certain things change each other's minds, and on the things where we can't, at least we'll be able to agree to disagree peacefully, and still have this community of friendship together, even though we may not agree on every single thing. And that's what it's all about. And so I hope that's what we can accomplish here in this community and be an example for the rest of the world as well. And hopefully we can all accomplish that together. Well, anyway, it's 53 minutes in. I've rambled on long enough. The preacher and me, you get me talking, and I'll keep going for hours if you don't stop me. So I'm going to call it a day. Thank you guys for joining me for today's edition of Mutt Club. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, if you did, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe and turn on notifications, and of course, always be giving me recommendations for Mutt Club on where you want me to check out different locations and franchises and specific menu items that you would like to see me try. And then for the rest of the week, suggest some songs that you want me to react to for the Light Side Music reactions. And as I see movie trailers pop up that interest me, I'll occasionally throw in a video for you for reaction reviews as well. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time on Mutt Club. Have a great week, and God bless, guys. Bye.